Hello and welcome to another episode of the Mental Motivator. I am your host, Nakia Campbell, and as always, I am so excited to have all of you to join in from across the globe to witness ordinary people who have used the power of their mindsets to achieve extraordinary success. On the show today, I have Chris Joyner, aka Lyrical Chris, and he is on a mission to change the perspective of rap music and create a whole new era. Take a look.
Let them haters throw them jabs while you steady grow. Then knock them out with your success, now that's a counter blow. Whoa, that's what I call immaculate magnificence. Sprinkle with effectiveness. My next quote, go and share it every phrase. Always having strong months, never having weak days. I'm just going side to side as I listen to this beat. Thinking in my head this song gonna be on repeat. It pays to be great, be strong, never weak. Always reaching for success, never settle for defeat. I'm just going side to side.
So Chris, tell the world a little bit more about yourself, what it is that you do, and about this mission to change the perspective of rap music.
Yeah, so a little bit about myself. I go by Lyrical Chris, aka the hip hop grandchild. I started rapping all since I was little, since I was like 8 years old. We used to play around with my brothers. I was the youngest. My oldest brother was in high school, and he used to always be playing music, playing Wu-Tang and rapping with his friends, so we kind of played around with it, and then I took it serious once I got in middle school and ninth grade, and then I was just known as that person that rap battled and freestyled all the time, so for me, it was something I picked up real early, and then...
Were you rapping Wu-Tang Clan in middle school? You was beating on the table?
Yeah, we did that. Well, Wu-Tang, they weren't hot when I was in middle school, but more like when I was, I want to say elementary, toddler age. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, but Wu-Tang, that's one of my influences though. Nas is my favorite rapper. I didn't start listening to him until his Stillmatic album, so.
Okay, because that was my next question. I was going to ask you about who were some of your influences, because you stated that you got into rap music, you started listening to rap music about 8th or 9th grade.
Yeah.
So your influences were Nas, Wu-Tang Clan, anybody else?
A whole lot. So
a whole lot.
I love music in general, so it's my passion. So for when I listen to my music and I listen to everybody else's music, I kind of observe everybody else's music. So,
okay.
First off, my first rapper that I liked was Mystical and Lil Wayne.
Oh, I loved Mystical, but he rapped too fast. How was he your favorite? Could you understand what he was saying?
I mean, I was young. As a young kid, we liked that energy.
Right.
So for him, he had good energy. I was like, okay, yeah. So that's my favorite rapper. I didn't understand everything he was saying, but it sounded good.
It sounded good, right? Because danger. Like, how could you not like that? How could you not like that? Okay, exactly. So we've gotten some of your influencers, and we see that they come from completely different sides of the spectrum. Mystical's music is completely different from anything that you would hear from Nas. Yeah. Exactly. So, okay, so tell me, I know that, as I stated during the opening, you're on a mission to change the perspective of rap music and to create a whole new era. But you've been influenced by so many other people in the game already. So what is it about rap music that you feel needs to change?
I feel like for right now, it felt like everything is the same, similar too much. Everybody's kind of want to make the same old songs, talk about the same subjects, whether it's money, cars, women, and then all the cussing and everything. So I kind of want to make stuff that's clean, but also I call it accidentally kid friendly, where basically if you're a parent or you got nieces and nephews, you can play my music. It's for adults, but you can play around children. So the fact that you're able to do that, that's just going to really change the game.
Right. Because, growing up, if you were like me, there were certain things we couldn't listen to.
Yep.
Or my parents would just say, y'all go in the room and close that door. Yep. Y'all can't hear this.
Yep.
So you're creating a new era of rap music that is kid friendly. Okay. Well, in just a moment, we're going to cut to a break and we'll come back and hear more about your story, okay?
Okay.
Hey, it's that motivation. This that mama, I'm here. Papa, I have made it. I'm isolated. Not worried if you hate me or praise me. All respect but come, trust me if you work hard daily. So I choose what I wanna choose. We all unique, more than one way you can use tools. Gotta think, don't be the weakest link, put priorities first. Grandma always used to tell me never do half work. And I listened, but as a kid, I didn't want to hear it. I kept it in my mind, then wasn't the time. Now it's used as fire when I need it the most. Like a firefighter, I can handle all the smoke. Always feeling good, already know. Never ever trusting wolves, already know. Go hard, never slack, already know. Moving forward, never back, already know. Always feeling good, already know. Never ever trusting wolves, already know. Go hard, never slack, already know. Moving forward, never back, already know.
Okay, guys, so we are back on the Mental Motivator, and we are here with Chris Joyner, aka Lyrical Chris, and we're going to jump back into a few questions. So, Chris, now we've already heard that you started battle rapping in middle school, beating on the tables in 8th or 9th grade. Tell me, when did you finally decide that it was time for you to create your own music?
I feel like way back, even then I started trying to create my own music. So for me, I used to always like be at home listening to instrumentals every day, almost every day, collecting so many beats that I still have to this day from those days, and then just creating hooks and songs. But I never wrote anything of it though, and I just kept pushing it back and pushing it back. So to the point where I didn't want to start recording until 2 years ago.
So wait a minute. You, in 8th or 9th grade, you started making beats then.
Yeah.
You were writing lyrics down to the instrumentals, but you never recorded anything until 2 years ago?
Yeah, two
This
years
is
ago.
2023. So from 8th and 9th grade, you had a passion for rap music, but you didn't record anything until 2021.
Yeah.
What was the cause for for that long pause? Like what held you back?
I feel like for me, what held me back was kind of more like just trying to figure out my identity of who I want to be as a rapper, as an artist. For me, I look at myself as more of an artist than just a person that makes music.
Okay.
And that's another thing that people gotta see what's going on now. It's like we have a lot of people that make music, but we don't have artists.
Enough artists. We don't have
So,
enough creative,
you don't have
genuine
creative,
people.
Like when you see an artist painting, you know that's that artist.
Right.
Nowadays, when you see like if a rapper, if you put them into an artist painter perspective,
Right.
all their paintings are going to look similar, and you're not going to be able to tell who is.
Right. That's so
artist.
true, because sometimes my son is trying to show me, let me hear all these different songs that he's heard on YouTube. And I always have to ask him, well, who is that? Mm-hmm. There are so many people who I hear their voice on the song, and I think it's somebody else with a completely different name, with a completely different style, but they do all sound the same. Yeah. So I think that's great. And from a mindset perspective, you know, I do think as an entrepreneur, it was great that you actually took that time to hear yourself, to find yourself, to figure out, you know, to put those pieces together, kind of like an artist would have to do. First, they start with the foundation, which is blank, like a blank slate, and then they add a little bit to it. And one thing that I know about a lot of artists is that most of them don't even get to complete that piece that day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes them hours, sometimes it takes months. So I like that perspective on being an artist versus somebody who makes music, or just being a rapper.
Yeah.
Because are you just a rapper, or can you sing too?
I can sing a little bit.
You can sing a little bit too?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We about to
right now. That's coming too.
That's coming too?
Yeah, that's coming.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear that. Well, yeah, you're definitely versatile. So my next question is, because you know I like to read up on my people and look through their social medias and websites and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I saw that you have received a Billboard award. Like, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
But a Billboard award?
Yeah.
Tell me what that was about. What was that for?
Yeah, so one of the record labels, they did a hip hop compilation, and they wanted my song Know Thyself to be on the compilation.
Know Thyself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I heard that one the other day.
And they put it on there, and it ended up peaking at number 15, the album. So with my song being on there, I was able to get a Billboard.
Oh, okay. So they did a compilation of a lot of different songs, and you guys made it to number 15 out of what, 200, 1,000? How many was
the
it?
top 100. Yeah, the
Top 100. So it was the top Billboard 100. Number 15.
Yeah,
hey,
number 15.
Yeah, you definitely deserve to take the credit for that. Yeah, exactly. I was on that. My name was on there. My name was on there. Okay, so you get the Billboard Award. You're achieving all these things. How many songs, how many albums do you have out right now?
So songs right now I have out is 5. I have 5 songs out right now. 2024, that's when I'm going to be bringing out a lot. I'm going to bring out a lot of music. So right now it's just about me building my brand, making sure people understand who I am and what I'm bringing. So once you understand what I'm bringing to the table, that's when you'll understand that, okay, this is who he is. He's Lyrical Chris. He's bringing a new era of rap. And, okay, now let's hit the songs. Let's hit everything he got to going. So.
Well, I have a question about that. As you mentioned, Lyrical Chris is bringing a new era of rap. So from the time that you listened to rap music and you loved it when you were younger, to now deciding that you're bringing this new era of rap, tell me, what do you think is one thing that changed the sound of rap music? Like, what do you think that happened that rap music went from how great it was back in the day to now what we have here? I'm not going to call out anybody's names. Yeah. Lord, I'm not going to say anybody's names, but what do you think that shift is from when we had all the greats back in the day? Nas, Jay-Z, DMX, Ja Rule, so everybody that we listen to now.
Yeah, everybody was just so unique. There's their own person. You had one Busta Rhymes, you had one Missy Elliott, one Lauren Hill.
Right.
The list goes on. Like,
right. So and so what changed it? Like, what do you think changed that?
I feel like what really changed it was kind of the social media era, this area that we in. People go by likes. So if one artist is making a song and is getting a lot of likes and love, other artists are going to be like, oh, okay, that's what I need to sound like. That's what my visuals need to look like. Everything from top to bottom has to look like theirs, but just a little bit of difference. So for me, what I call the new rap verse, and right now I call them peanut butter. So it's all different brands, but it's, at the end of the day, it's the same.
But it's the same. Yeah. That's so funny. That's so funny.
So you got your raw, like like your Kendrick Lamar, raw, organic.
You say Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I love him.
One and the J. Cole thing, people like that, and then you got other people that's the Peter Pan brand or other brands, and then you got the generic underneath them, because when Future came
extra
out,
crunchy.
Future was like the main brand, and then you had people under him like the generic, like the Great Value and all like that. So.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay, I can definitely understand that. I don't know how many of y'all like peanut butter, but I definitely understand exactly what he's talking about.
I try to feel like I'm the almond butter. I'm that almond butter.
Oh, you the Nutella.
Yeah, so
okay.
So you can look at me like that.
You the Nutella. You the one that's not even peanut butter, huh?
Yeah, I'm not even peanut butter.
Okay. Almond butter, shea butter. Y'all heard him. He different. He not peanut butter. He not peanut butter. Well, I feel that. Well, Chris, it seems like you've had a ton of success with only 5 songs out. I've never heard of anybody who's not already on a major label having or receiving a Billboard Award for their songs. That is amazing. I see your Instagram, your followers are going up. Yep. You've received this award. You have this lovely shirt line with all of these different t-shirts. Y'all gonna have to check them out later on that website. It seems that you have achieved like so much success. Yeah. But one thing that I know is that behind every success story, there usually lies a struggle that the world doesn't get to see. Yeah. So now I want to get into that part of your life, into that part of your personal story, where you can tell me and the rest of the world, what is a struggle that you've had to deal with along your journey that might have helped to influence you or push you to be as great as you are right now?
Yeah. So one of my, I say is that when I was in school, high school, I had a friend, like we're best friends, we rapped together.
Okay.
So me and him, we always rap almost every day. Everybody knows us as people that rapped all the time. And then as soon as we graduated that summer, he ended up drowning. So
Wow.
that really like took me downhill to not want to record because I didn't want to do it without him, you know,
Wow.
and be the one that, you know,
Right.
succeeding and doing all this, and
Right.
then he's not here. But I know for right now, if he's probably looking down and saying, "Yo, keep
Right.
doing what
He's
doing."
probably kicking your butt like,
Yeah,
boy,
he's
you
like-
better go.
Yeah.
If I'm gone, you the only one left. You better go do this for
Yeah.
both of us.
Yeah, do it for the city.
Do it for the city and do it for your friend because he's definitely still here with you watching.
Yeah.
I see you all those late nights on Instagram Live,
Yeah,
letting us hear your new beats, parts of your new song. I know that he is definitely proud, but I know that did take a lot for you to have to push through that with you going through middle school and high school with him. And y'all had this dream. Y'all were going to come out and rap together.
yep.
And as soon as you guys graduate high school, he drowns.
And the crazy thing about it was the last time I saw him, we rapped and we were walking down the street rapping, freestyling. And then the next week, get a call, he drowned. So
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. So is there anything else that you've had to suffer or deal with to help you keep pushing forward to where you are right now?
So another one was when I was about to record in 21, that's when my mom was getting ill. So then she passed, and I already recorded one of my first songs. I just never released it yet.
Yeah.
So she didn't have an opportunity to hear none of my songs, and I feel like she would have been my number one fan because
Mama
she
is
always
always-
knew me as a person that's rapping and always dancing, listening to my beats, you know. and
Right,
that, so,
right. Mama is always our first backup dancer,
Yeah.
our first background vocalist, our first hype man, our first cheerleader.
Yep.
So you dealt with the tragedy of losing your friend right after high school. And then you decide finally in 2021, I'm going to make this thing happen. I'm going to introduce Lyrical Chris to the world. And as soon as you record your first song, your mother passes away.
Yep. It's a lot.
Did that make you want to give up again? Like you wanted to give up when your friend passed away?
This time it didn't. It was more of a just keep going, just keep pushing. So that's kind of how I made up with my song called Never Settle,
Never settle, right.
where it's like, no
Never
matter
settle
what,
for
just-
defeat. Never
just
settle
never
for
settle for
the
defeat.
things that life are
Yeah.
throwing your way.
All those speed bumps, everything, those roadblocks that get in your way, just keep going, never settle, just go.
It all works out for the good. And I have to tell y'all, his song Never Settle is my number one favorite song from the moment that he sent it to me and let me hear it. Y'all gonna have to check it out on YouTube, Lyrical Chris, Never Settle. Well, Chris, I just want you to really quickly, if there is another rapper who has a dream, maybe to create a whole new era of rap music like you're doing for yourself. If there's a young boy or someone else out here who just lost their mom or who lost their best friend, like what can you say to them to encourage them to push forward like you did?
I would say to them, just keep going, don't stop. Whoever you lose, they're always gonna be there with you. They might not be physically there, but spiritually, they're there. They're watching you, they're listening to you, they're supporting you. Just keep going. And in whatever other issue you might have, whether it's financial issues or family-related issues, friends, whatever it is, don't let that get in the way of your dreams and your goals, especially if it's really important to you. So whatever's important to you, you always want to keep that going.
Amen, amen. And so on this show, The Mental Motivator, we love to speak about mindset. And I see from the first time when your friend drowned, you were ready to give up. And you said that when you lost your mom, you didn't feel that same way. So obviously you had done some work on your mindset already. You still wanted to grow. You still wanted to create a life of abundance for yourself. You still wanted to be that top entrepreneur that the world sees, that the world knows, that the world likes. I want you to tell me, how do you think the power of your mindset helped you to move from not wanting to make music after your friend died to then shifting and wanting to make the music, and then having to suffer the death of your mom and it not even impacting you the same way? Tell me how you feel like you used the power of your mindset to get through those situations.
Yeah, for me, I feel like it just, people always told me I always had like that willpower. I'm a strong-minded person. So it kind of was something that I just grew on with. At the beginning, you know, that's high school. I was young, you know, so that was harder. But when you get a little older, and then you know your mom passed, that's bad too. It's worse. It's even worse for me. You know, that's my mom.
Right.
But the fact that I already kind of dealt with something real heavy,
Right.
I was able to, you know, not want to stop making my music, because at the end of the day, music is my passion. It has my heart. It has my soul. It has my spirit. So.
Right.
That's something I won't let go no matter what happens, you know.
Right.
Because it's people out there that needs me to make music.
People
They
definitely
need
need you
Especially
to make
for rap
music.
Yeah.
And I know that your mom is still over here
Yeah.
just like
Yeah,
this
she's
every
going
time.
side to side right now.
every time she hears it, she's looking at you right
Yeah,
now on
she
this show, and she like, that's my baby. That's my baby. As long as you keep speaking about her and speaking about your friend, and you're definitely keeping them alive. You're definitely keeping them alive. And we are going to go to a short break, and we're going to come back right after this so that Lyrical Chris can tell you all how to reach him on social media, where you can find his music. We'll be right back. Are you ready to inspire the world with your story? Visit us at thementalmotivator.com and schedule a consultation to be our next guest. Hey guys, we are back and we are about to wrap up this segment with Lyrical Chris. So Chris, really quickly, I want you to let the whole entire world know how they can reach you. They might want to learn more about your life, hear your music, purchase one of your t-shirts. Tell them how they can reach you.
Yeah, that's easy. You can reach me on my website at lyricalchris.com. If you want one of these shirts, that's right here. It's all on the website. On the first page, you just scroll down and you'll be able to see it. Click the link and it'll show you all my shirts that I have. And then if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Lyrical Chris 111, and then on Facebook, it's Hip Hop's Grandchild. And my music, you can find it on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, Tidal, anywhere you use to listen to your music, you'll be able to find it.
Y'all, he say he everywhere.
Everywhere.
He say he everywhere. And he's also hip hop's grandchild. Don't forget it. Well, Chris, I want to thank you so much for traveling all the way from Atlanta here to Houston, Texas, to sit here with me on the set of the Mental Motivator today. And I hope that you guys have been inspired by hearing Chris's story. I hope that his story has encouraged you to tell your own story of success, to tell your story of struggle and how you were able to use the power of your mindset to overcome those struggles so that you can help change the way you and others live, think, and thrive. Until next time, I love you guys as always. Peace.